not really second in command. We have two first in command, so she does a good job also. Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Tracy.
The first game of the year and the last game. She set me up.
Are they lined up? They're going around and turkeys.
So tonight, we'd also like to recognize one of our local veterans from here in Carey. Tonight we have with us Master Sergeant Logan Davis. So as the cheerleaders carry the colors of our flag, they're making their way around the track here. Logan is actually leading them. I'd like to just share a little bit with you about Logan while they make their way around there. Logan served as a survival, evasion, resistance, and escape specialist assigned to the 22nd Training Squadron as the unit training manager at Fairchild Air Force Base in Washington.
All right, it's live.
Sergeant
I'm going to
Davis
come
was
on.
responsible for the education and training of 206 SERE specialists who were in 5 and 7 level upgrade training programs, as well as preparing for the worldwide deployment. Following 20 years of service, Sergeant Davis retired the 1st of September 2020. So we'd like to thank
Banking. Maybe you enjoy the person-to-person attention you get going to your bank. Maybe you enjoy the convenience of banking from home sweet home. Or maybe you like the flexibility of paying your bills, applying for a loan, or talking to your personal banking person from wherever fits your fancy. Then definitely, you should bank at Mountain West Bank. Member FDIC. The easy, convenient, any way you want to bank.
It's time to start planning for back to school. That's why I got my kids vaccinated for COVID-19. Kids 12 and older can get vaccinated. The vaccines have been researched and tested. They're safe and they work. And I hope everyone will choose to get vaccinated too.
A hit in the morning, another between class, after school, and more before bed. Vaping sucks you in quick. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems everyone's talking about. That's why thousands of teens are ready to take back their life their own way with My Life, My Quit. When you sign up with us, you'll get a free and simple quit plan that makes it easier to stop vaping. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
At Toyota's national sales event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's national sales event.
Toyota, let's go places.
We're Valley-wide country store. For 100 years, we've been your #1 choice for food, fuel, farm supplies, and just about everything else you could need to get you through your day. We know you work until the job is done, and so do we. For gas on the go, or a little extra to help you get down the road, you can count on us. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
I'm Dr. Christine Hahn. I'm an infectious disease doctor, and I'm Idaho's medical director for public health. It's my mission to keep our communities healthy and safe. That's why I believe every Idahoan should get their COVID-19 vaccine. The vaccine's been tested. It's proving to be very safe, and it's the most effective tool we have to stop the spread.
Walk into a pharmacy or visit covidvaccine.idaho.gov to find your free COVID-19 vaccine.
All right, coming on.
Starting tonight for your Carey Panthers.
Just keep it there as Carey comes on the field. Start talking. 3, 2, 1. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to an edition of Magic Valley Game Night here on IdahoSports.com. Coverage is presented by Mountain West Bank, also brought to you in part by your local Toyota dealer, Project Filter, Valley-wide Cooperative, and the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare. Hi, I'm Logan Green, back with you here from Carey tonight alongside the camera woman, Andy, I got it right. It's Andy Simpson out there. She's on camera tonight, so glad to have you, Andy, here with us. And glad to be back here at Carey for the deciding game in this 1A Division I conference rivalry. These two teams come in to the game with a lot on the line. Both of these teams will be in the playoffs next week playing. Both of them will actually have home games, but depending on who wins here, we can set up who finishes first, second, and third. And the cheerleaders just accidentally ripped the paper that the football team is supposed to run through, so they're trying to hold it together. We'll see if Dietrich's able to hold it together tonight against Carey and defend their state championship from a year ago. As last year, Dietrich, of course, defeated Carey in the 1A Division II state championship game played at Twin Falls High School. Sorry, I'm going silent. I don't know. It's being...
Oh yeah, in case so if they're like.
All right, as we get ready here for kickoff, Dietrich's going to boot it away, and we are underway here from Carey. Kickoff is going to be taken by Connor Simpson, and he's got a wall in front of him. I believe it's going to come back, but he busts it up the left side of the field, and he's going to take it in for a touchdown. But again, there's a piece of laundry down on the field, so this one will be coming back after a kickoff return to pay dirt. That time, Connor Simpson doing what he does best and scoring touchdowns. So Connor Simpson takes back the opening kickoff for a touchdown, but it'll come back after a block in the back around the 44-yard line. So that'll put Carey back in starting position. Ball at the 34-yard line, 1st and 10 as we get underway here from Carey. Again, this game will decide seeding for the 1A Division I or 1A Division II state tournament that will start next week. Opening handoff taken on a pitch out to the outside. That time Colton Larna takes it, and he'll be brought down after a gain of about 2 yards. So again, all three teams from District 4 actually get a home game in the first round, and then if they win, they get another home game in the second round as well. So it's a great season to be District 14. The only shakeup is that when you get to the semifinals, if you're in second or third place, you go on the road, and if you finish in first, you get that home semifinal game. Second down handoff to the left side. This time Simpson rolls forward, and he's going to be maybe an inch short of that first down. The officials are going to give it to him and say 1st and 10 for Carey. So, of course, these two teams, like we mentioned earlier, played in the state championship last year, with Dietrich getting the better of Carey in that one, 34-28. Actually, the second year in a row that Carey had fallen in a state championship game, 34-28. So as long as the score isn't that for them in the state tournament, I think they'll be happy. As it brings up 1st and 10 here from the Carey 44-yard line. Handoff off on the left to Simpson. Simpson gets the edge, cuts it back in, and he stays up on his feet until he's brought out of bounds finally inside Dietrich territory, brought down there at the 40-yard line. Hey, Andy, could you tilt it down just a little bit? You keep going just a hair more right there, because there's a scoreboard in the bottom of the screen that you can't see but people on the screen can see, and so you just kind of imagine that it's an imaginary scoreboard. You got it. That's perfect right there.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Again, Connor Simpson ran back that opening kickoff, but a block in the back brought it back, and Chase Binion goes to the air on senior night. Short pass to Carson Perks on the right, And Perks will be brought down after a gain of about 1. So the winner of this game, well, it'll force a playoff if Dietrich wins, or a three-way tie at the top. We'll have to see how that one shakes out. But let's, for all intents and purposes, if Carey wins this game, they will be given a first-round matchup with the second-place team from District 2, which we know right now will be Timberline from Weippe up north. The second-place team, which we know probably be Castleford, they will play the third-place team in Water Springs from District 5 and 6. Second down, a pitch to Simpson as he follows his blocker. And a great tackle there by Dietrich. Wraps him up after a gain of about 2. On the stop for the Blue Devils was Brody Torgeson, the freshman. A lot of freshmen playing on this Dietrich squad that lost a lot of talent from their state championship team a year ago. Of course, they lost their starting quarterback, Brody Power, and Cody Power, excuse me. And right now they've gone to the brother, Cody Power, playing quarterback. Used to be a wide receiver on the team, but he's had to move over to quarterback in recent weeks for the Blue Devils. So third down for Carey. Binion, he's going to go deep. He's got Perks across the middle and knocked away. What a deflection. What a play. Cody Power, we were just talking about him, gets a hand on the ball and deflects it. Brings up fourth down and about 6 for Carey. If we go back to the bracket, the third place team, which if Carey wins this game would be Dietrich, will get the third place team, the second place team from District 3, which right now looks to be Council. Of course, that game, Council will be playing Horseshoe Bend to settle that. So if Horseshoe Bend wins, it'll be Council. If Council wins, it'll be Horseshoe Bend. So fourth down play, Binion, he'll roll around. Dietrich bringing the heat right now, and he's going to get hit as he throws, and no one back there. So a huge fourth down stop for Dietrich. Pressure being put on in the backfield by Peyton Sneddon, the junior for Dietrich, and he brings up Binion in a bad spot, who just kind of chucked it downfield. Nobody was there. So the Blue Devils hold on the first possession and go back to that block in the back, which might not have been needed due to the speed of Connor Simpson. Simpson last week in that critical game against Castleford ran for 231 yards and 5 touchdowns. And I was there earlier in the season as Carey was also playing against Wilder, and that one he ran for about 4 touchdowns there as well. So Power takes the snap, and he'll keep it himself. Gets the ball up to about the, looks like the 45-yard line is where they'll spot it. So it'll be 2nd and 2 now for Dietrich. We came in hot here. I drove from Middleton to get here, and it poured rain the entire way up until the cutoff there to go up to Bellevue and Haley. So hopefully it holds off here, and we don't have too much of that tonight here in Carey. So 2nd and short for Dietrich. Power goes under center this time. He'll hand off left side to Sneddon, and Sneddon will get just enough for the first down. Of course, these two teams last year are conference opponents, but didn't play each other until the state championship due to some COVID restrictions here in Blaine County, which forced Carey to not play much during the regular season. Only played 4 or 5 games and then had a nice rumble through the playoffs until they met Dietrich in the state championship game in Twin Falls. So 1st and 10 for Dietrich, ball just shy of midfield. Power this time outside. He gets Sneddon in the flat. Sneddon up forward, and he picks up about 6 yards inside Carey territory. So this is the start Dietrich wanted, as there's 7:07 on the clock here in the first quarter, and they've been able to keep Carey off the scoreboard, which is so important. They can score so quickly, and that in the first drive, Dietrich able to come up with a big stop. And they're taking their time. I think if they want to do anything tonight, it's slow down this pace and force Carey to score on after long drives by them. This time another handoff to Sneddon, and Sneddon stretches out forward. He picks up maybe 2 on that one, so it'll bring up third down for the Blue Devils. Of course, one of the things that Dietrich wants to do is get the ball outside to Jet Shaw. A couple weeks ago, I was over there in Arco as they played Butte County, and he did not get the ball in his hands a lot, and you could see it, the frustration mounting on the side of Dietrich, and a game that Butte County won pretty handily against the Blue Devils. Of course, that's playing up a level against a very tough squad in Butte County that'll probably be in the semifinals of the Division I level. So Power, he'll go back to pass. He'll throw deep, and he's looking for Shaw, but just over his head. So that'll bring up 4th and short, and you got to think the Blue Devils will be going for it here on 4th and about 3 yards here for Dietrich. Of course, 1A Division II is the one level of high school football in Idaho that is not judged on the Max Prep rankings. A lot of discussion about that and about the seedings, and I don't think there's not a perfect method. With you do it one way, people are going to be unhappy. If you do it another way, people will be unhappy. But I think actually this level, this season at least, it looks like the best teams are going to get in as this 4th down snap is kept by Power, and Power jukes a man. I think it was Connor Simpson. He gets around and falls forward and gets that 1st down. So Cody Power keeps it on the ground and picks up the 1st down for the Blue Devils, who are now inside the 40, down now at the 38-yard line of Carey. Last week, Carey had a very tough game against Castleford, actually trailed in the 3rd quarter of that game, which, talking around, we don't think that Carey had trailed all season, but it was wiped out almost immediately by Carey, and that time stopped in the backfield. Kind of looked like a miscommunication in the backfield as Tebow Hendricks takes it for Dietrich, but he's going to lose about a yard, bring up 2nd and 1. But Dietrich really eating up the clock here as this drive taking quite a while, down to 4:50 left in the 1st quarter, and they are huddling after every play. They want to slow this game down as much as possible and keep the ball out of Carey's hands and keep their defense off the field. So 2nd and long, this time a short pass on the outside, and Jet Shaw caught it, but his knee was down. So Shaw's going to lose a yard or 2 on that. So all of a sudden it's 3rd and long for Dietrich. Got to think here the Blue Devils are going to end up going for it. It'll be a 4 down territory right here, so they'll need to not pick up everything right now, maybe 7 or 8, and make it a manageable 3rd down. But once again, you see the Blue Devils back there huddling, talking about it, trying to draw up the best play. Power in the shotgun's got 2 receivers here on the near side. He'll wait. I thought he had Shaw over there on the left, but he's going to go deep, and he's got a man, and there is Shaw with the catch. Excuse me, that's Snedden. So Snedden brings down the long pass. Ball will be at the 23-yard line. Huge play, a 20-yard pass from Power to Snedden. Sets up a 1st down for the Blue Devils. And this is the exact start that Dietrich, they couldn't have drawn it up any better. A big stop on Carey. Don't let them score on that 1st drive, eating up a ton of clock here. And moving the ball inside the red zone almost, and Power will keep it. Gets a huge block on the outside, and he is now inside the 20, so red zone territory now for the Blue Devils. So Power takes it down inside. He gets down to about the 18-yard line. It'll be 2nd and about 5. Playoff picture should be a lot more clear after tonight. Probably have some brackets in place and hopefully have some locations that we here at Idaho Sports can be at next week to bring the playoffs to you. There'll be a lot of great games next week and throughout the next couple of weeks of November as we get into playoff season. Pitch on the outside, this time taken. That time Snedden, and Snedden takes it in for a touchdown, but we got another flag down on the field. So 2 touchdowns scored and 2 flags coming out There is going to be a hold on the Blue Devils. So we'll see. They threw the flag. It was further downfield. The ball. They threw the flag at the 10-yard line. So it won't come back a tremendous amount. It'll be back around probably just inside the original line of scrimmage on the drive. So it should still be second down. There we go. They changed the sticks. Be second and about 9. So far, so good on the rain. Sorry if there's a little white flapping on the screen. Trying to put a trash bag around it so that it doesn't break the camera and we can still be here. All right, they got it all settled out. Official winds his arm, and here we go. It'll be second and 9 for Dietrich as Power back in the shotgun. Oh, and what a block. Man. Knocked out of midair, as it looked like over there on the left side. That was Van Tassel over there. That was the intended target, and it just got knocked down out of nowhere by Carey. Bring up third down. So a big penalty wipes out the touchdown a couple plays ago. And now brings up a critical third down if you're Dietrich. And a pitch outside to Snedden. He's got blockers. Can he catch the edge? He does, and he will be inside. He'll pick up the first down. Looks like they'll spot him right there at around the 5-yard line, where it'll be first and 10 for the Blue Devils.
First and goal, Blue Devils.
First and goal for Dietrich, as this methodical drive is now inside the 10, and a pitch outside to Snedden, and Snedden's got the edge, but another flag. So 3 touchdowns, 3 flags, all coming back with 2:18 on the clock here. So this drive just taking a long time. And another hold against Dietrich. So 2 holds against Dietrich, where they were able to score on both. Got to think the hold played a factor in Snedden being able to get free on both plays. So it'll come back. Ball will be spotted at the 15-yard line. It'll still be first and goal. But instead of 5, they'll have 15 yards. And here we go. It's a nice night here in Carey, as long as the rain can hold off. Powers back there with Hendricks to his right this time. No one over on the left. And Power sneaks around inside. Doesn't get much, maybe a yard or 2. So it'll bring up second and goal from the 13-yard line. If we look back at that third place game, we said most likely going to be welcoming that whoever is in that third place game out of District 4 will probably be playing Council, is how I see it. So Council, Timberline from Weippe, and Water Springs will be the team on the docket for District 4 teams. So if you're watching from one of those teams, welcome here on Idaho Sports. And a pass across the middle to Jet Shaw. I think if that pass gets there a little bit earlier, Shaw's able to make the cut inside. But he's a little too far on the route, and there were too many blue jerseys around him. Not able to stop in time to cut it upfield. It'll bring up third down and goal. Ball at the 8-yard line. Carey defense admonishing the crowd to get up and get into it. And Dietrich still taking their time. We are under a minute to go. No score here from Carey. This is not a mistake on the scoreboard. There is no score. And a pitch outside to Snedden. And Power gets out there to block for him ahead and lays a perfect block on Connor Simpson. And does he get in? He does. Touchdown, Dietrich. What a block by Cody Power on the outside. He sprung the touchdown run by Snedden. The quarterback, Cody Power, ran out and laid a block on Connor Simpson right at the point of attack. Free Snedden, who gets just inside the pylon. Touchdown, Dietrich. So Dietrich takes the 6-0 lead with 26 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Two-point conversion on the way here. And it'll be a pass outside, and it'll be completed. It's good, and I believe that's Jet Shaw who caught it out there. So, just like that, kind of a surprising start to this game. Dietrich goes on a dominating drive and scores on an 8-yard run by Peyton Snedden. That makes it 8-0 in favor of Dietrich. For quality and affordable electrical repair and services in Carey, contact Dusty's Electric. Dusty's Electric is a proud supporter of Carey athletics and wants to wish the boys good luck in tonight's game. And of course, Dusty is the uncle of our great camera person out here, Andy Simpson. You know, Ryan Robertson and the entire crew at Robertson Farms want to congratulate the Dietrich boys on a great season. I want to wish them good luck here in this deciding game. Go get them, Blue Devils, from everyone at Robertson Farms. Wood River Welding in Bellevue has been locally owned and operated for 70 years, since 1945. They are the place to call when your machinery, farm equipment, or snowplow needs repaired. 208-788-4112. Wood River Welding is a proud supporter of Carey High School football. Good luck, Panthers.
Hey, Andy, could you pull that bag back just a little bit? It's in the camera shot. You just at the front of the camera on the right side. There you go. Perfect.
Kickoff underway. This one goes deep, and it's going to bounce out of the end zone. And so it'll be a touchback for Carey. All right, 1st and 10 for Carey. We'll see what they can do here. Simpson will take it, and he's wrapped up immediately for a loss. Snedden is the first one back there for the Blue Devils. And he makes first contact, and I believe also in on the tackle there. Case Robertson also on the tackle, as well as Dason Pisano. So a big stop on first down. It'll make it 2nd and 12 for Carey. And this time a handoff up the middle. Picks up about 5 yards. Binion will actually just keep that himself. So it brings up 3rd and about 6. But that'll do it here from the first quarter of play here at Carey. As Dietrich, that is not a mistake on the scoreboard, leads Carey 8-0 after 1. Shaw Land and Livestock has been family-owned and operated since 1971. Owner Hubert Shaw and the rest of the gang at Shaw L&L and Mercantile proudly support Dietrich High School athletics. They'd like to wish the Dietrich boys good luck in today's game. Think about how much your back does for you. Carrying you around, getting you places all the time, the kids to appointments, taking you for nights on the town. It's always there providing constant support. So, considering everything that your back does for you, isn't it time you did something nice for your back? When you're ready to treat your back, be sure to visit Dr. Dan Park at Blaine County Chiropractic, making your back feel great since 1998. It's pretty catchy, huh? M&J Motors in Carey is your place to go for your car care needs, serving the Carey community for over 34 years. They are locally owned and operated and can help you get back on the road again. If your car isn't running, and it should, bring it on over and let the folks at M&J Motors take care of the rest. From parts to service, they do it all. M&J Motors is a proud supporter of the Carey Panthers. All right, we're getting ready to start this second quarter, as right now Carey trails 8-0, and a long pass outside, but that one's going to be dropped. Pass was deep to Riley Morey, but Morey not able to bring it down. It'll bring up 4th down now for Carey. Dangerous area back here. This is about the same part of the field where we saw last week a snap go over the head of Binion, go out of the end zone. They're going to punt it away here. So Dietrich holds again. This time a 3 and out. I'm not sure if Carey has been 3 and out at all year. And a nice booting punt goes out, and Shaw just can't catch up to it, and he finally does around the 30. And brought down immediately, ball is down, and Carey has it. Oh no, Jet Shaw fell down and dropped the ball. What a critical error if you're Dietrich. Had an opportunity to maybe eat more of that clock up and take a 2-score lead, and you do what you can't do against Carey, which is turn the ball over and give the Panthers another chance. Right there, Gamino with a booming punt all the way down to the 30. Jet Shaw just couldn't hold on to it on the tackle. So Carey, we'll call it an efficient 4th down conversion. How about that? So Binion back out on the field under center. Colton Larna up the middle. Larna will be brought down after a gain of about 5 yards on that play. Again, thanks for joining us here on IdahoSports.com for Magic Valley Game Night from Carey. Last week of the regular season. Another handoff to Larna. And he's close to the 1st down. It'll be about a yard short. It'll bring up 3rd and about half a yard for Carey. So we'll see what Dietrich decides to come up with here if they want to plow forward on the blitz, and they bring everybody, but that time Larna up the middle. Gets just enough, pick up a couple more. It'll be 1st down now for Carey. And for the game about 3 by Larna. So there's the 1st down that Carey wasn't able to get earlier in the drive. All spotted just shy of the 15-yard line for Carey. This time a pitch to Simpson. Simpson cuts back left, and he's got a lot of room to run over there on the left side. We'll see if Power can catch him, and he does. But he gets all the way down to the 1. Connor Simpson just extremely fast and shifty. That run was coming on the right side, and so was everybody else. He stops on a dime, cuts it back left. A lot of room to run, but I tell you what, coming in quickly was Cody Power. Power just got just enough of him to let the rest of his team catch up. Get a piece of him here, so this will bring up 1st down. That's actually going to be at the 2-yard line. And Simpson, he will punch it in for a touchdown. So the turnover leads to points. And just like that, we're a 2-point conversion from being away. So if you're Dietrich, critical mistake made there on the fumble. Connor Simpson takes advantage with a 2-yard run. With the conversion to go here. Inside run, Simpson, did he get in? They're going to say he did. So it's good, and just like that, we're all tied at 8. With 10:02 to go till halftime. A proud supporter of athletics across the Wood River Valley, the Snow Bunny Drive-In wants to wish the Carey football team good luck in the game tonight. Home of the best hamburgers in the valley. At the Snow Bunny, they only use the freshest meat and want you to come in to try one of their great milkshakes made from homemade ice cream. That's the Snow Bunny Drive-In on Main Street in Haley. Go Panthers. Valley Tile and Floor. They are locally owned and operated for 20 years. Let the experts at Valley Tile and Floor in Haley help you find the best flooring solution for your residential or commercial property. From carpet and cork to hardwood and marmoleum, the team at Valley Tile and Floor provides the best premium flooring option in installation services. Don't let flooring cost you a fortune. Start planning your next project and request a free estimate today by calling Barbara at Valley Tile and Floor or check out online valleytileandfloor.com. Proud supporters of Carey Athletics want to give also a special shout out to number 1, Preston Wood, in tonight's game. All right, so just like that, Carey has tied this one up. And a fast-moving first half. We're already at the 10-minute mark of the second quarter. And here, Gamino's set to boot it off. This one flies. Looks like that one's going to go. That one goes out of the back of the end zone. And there's a lot of 5A kickers that can't do that. That one blasted through the back of the end zone by Gamino. So that'll make Dietrich start at the 20-yard line. As we get set for the second possession for Dietrich. Of course, they handled the ball for about 3 seconds when Jet Shaw fumbled that last punt that allowed this game to get all tied up at 8. We'll see if how much clock they can eat up here on this drive. Handoff this time, a lot of room to run. And the ball is out again, and I think Carey's got it. It's a dog pile there, but I'd be shocked if Carey doesn't have this ball. And I'm going to be shocked because Dietrich came away with it. Somehow, inside that muck, Van Tassel came away with it. He had, I don't know if it's a pack of Panthers or a pride. Well, I don't know what you call it. But my goodness, there was a lot of Carey Panthers around that ball. But somehow, Van Tassel comes away with it. So it'll be second down. Dietrich avoiding utter disaster right there by keeping possession of this ball. Blue Devils, 2 straight plays where the ball's been on the ground. They got to control that. This time Power will keep it himself. A lot of room to go up the middle. He breaks through the secondary. He's got one man to beat. It's Carson Perks. It doesn't look like he's going to get around him. But he stays on his feet somehow all the way down to the 23-yard line. What a run by Cody Power. Just like that. Cody Power, what a run. And I tell you, this is a different Dietrich team than I saw a couple weeks ago over in Arco. That team struggled to move the ball, and tonight they are doing it very well here on the ground at Carey. A lot on the line here. I mean, a lot of people, probably including me, thought Carey had this thing wrapped up in the bag. And Dietrich coming out here saying, not so fast, in the words of Lee Corso. Pitch outside. This time Snedden has it again. And Snedden picks up maybe 1 on the play. So, of course, if Dietrich's able to win, we'll have a 3-way tie at the top of the standings. As Castleford defeated Dietrich. And if Dietrich's able to defeat Carey, then, of course, Dietrich beats Carey, and then Carey defeated Castleford last week. So it'll be interesting how that one, if it shakes up that way, how they'll do that. A couple other leagues around the state, they do a Kansas City playoff, which is always fun to watch. All right, 2nd and 9 for the Blue Devils, who take every second of that play clock given to them. And Power this time, he's got a man on the left side, and that one is incomplete. Just not able to be brought down by Case Robertson. So bring up 3rd and long. You know, the playoffs are coming up. We'll be at every game possible. So if you would like to have your business want to be one of the sponsors of any game or cover any team or advertise your business, please reach out to us at sales@IdahoSports.com. We'd love to have you on the broadcast for any team around the state. Here we go, 3rd and 9. And Shaw will keep this one himself. He's got room up the middle, and he's going to be close. We'll see where they spot it. I think he's going to be about half a yard short. They do. The officials come out with that fist It'll be fourth. It's more like 1. I thought it was fourth and maybe half a yard, but it'll be 4th and 1. I'd like to see here the ball in Peyton Snedden's hands. So far, he's the power runner right now, but also, if you're Carey, you got to watch out for Cody Power keeping this thing up the middle. Taking their time as the clock is ticking down to 7:10 here to go in the second quarter. Power is under center. It's got fantastic, and then a false start is going to come on Snedden. And it might be better that happened if you're Dietrich, because they didn't get it, but the play is going to be dead. I don't think he got the first down, but it is going to come back 5 yards. So they'll get another crack at this one. The ball should have been blown dead, but they're going to, they're going to have to talk about it. You see Coach Estelle out there talking to the officials. This should have been blown dead. A false start nullifies the play. And they're still talking about it, but this should have been blown dead. It was false start in the back on Snedden. He didn't pick up the first down, but the play should have never occurred. So here we go. I'm okay. So they're all right. Okay, so all right. So they decided. We're over here in the press box, all looking at each other, thinking, what just happened there? So what happened was there was a false start. The play should have been blown dead, but it went through with it. Dietrich did not pick up the first down. And then in return, Carey just says, we'll decline the penalty and keep the play. And that gives the ball back to Carey. I don't think that's how it should have shaken out, but that's what happened on the field. So here we go. First down is stopped, and another play in the backfield, and they're going to bring down Connor Simpson. No, he gets away. Oh, my goodness. And a play very similar to last week. The backbreaker for Castleford, I thought he was going to lose yardage on that play, and he rips off a 40-yard touchdown run. And for sure he was brought back in the backfield there for about a 7-yard loss. He springs it forward for a 5-yard gain. So it'll bring up 3rd and 5 for Carey. And if you listen to on IdahoSports.com, I have a couple of prepcasts out there, and the 8-man prepcast, Will Henneke, he was talking, he had a conversation with another coach specifically about Connor Simpson, saying how the other coach said he's so hard to bring down. If you don't wrap him up and bring him down, you're not going to bring him down, and we saw it right there. 2 different Blue Devils had him in the backfield around the 10-yard line, and all of a sudden he's up at the 20. He's able to fight through it, and you got to think he's got that low center of gravity, and he's just hard to bring down. He's not a small and nimble 5'3". He could definitely run right through me, that's for sure. So a big 3rd down play on the way, and timeout on the field for Carey. As we're again hoping that rain stays off a little bit longer. Looks like we might be in the clear for now. We hope. Looks like we might get some a little bit later, but hopefully it stays away. At least it's not a blizzard right now, which can sometimes happen here in late October. All right, 3rd and down for Carey. Big play, and the handoff to Simpson. And a big tackle out of nowhere comes Snedden. And Snedden brings Connor Simpson backwards. A loss of 5. And it's going to bring up a punting situation for Carey. So far, the defense of Dietrich has been phenomenal tonight. Only points given up were on after the turnover, where Carey had a short field. So a 3 and out for Carey once again. Jet Shaw back there to receive, standing around midfield. This time you got to think he's thinking, hold on to that ball, hold on to that ball. as the punt comes from Gamino. A nice high kick, and he calls for the fair catch. And he will make it at the 47-yard line. So that's where the Blue Devils will take over. Of course, the winner of this game, well, if Dietrich wins, we don't know what will happen if Dietrich wins, how that tiebreaker will set up. But whoever finishes first, like we said, will get Timberline from Weippe. And a pass outside, intercepted by Carey. An interception that time brought down. What a play by Riley Morley. Riley Morey with the interception. So 2 turnovers for Dietrich, really back-breaking turnovers, as that one sets Carey up in great field position. So 2 punts for Carey, and they've been able to get the ball right back after those punts. But the winner of that, if the team defeats Timberline from Weippe, they will actually face Mullen St. Regis, who is the team with a bye this year up from District 1. Binion rolling around. He's going deep. He's got a man just out of the reach of Morey, who just had that interception. So almost did it on defense and then turned around and scored the touchdown. But a beautiful throw from Binion. He threw that thing from the 45-yard line and landed around the 5, but just out of the reach of Morey. It'll bring up 2nd and 10 for Carey. Of course, there's games all around the state tonight on IdahoSports.com. Sure to check around, see how other teams are doing as Binion keeps this one on the left side. A lot of room to run. He gets the edge, and I think you might have a horse collar tackle. We'll see if the flag comes out. I don't think it does. I think he had a case for it there, though. Be sure to check the Friday Night Flash on IdahoSports.com. You can see scores from around the state. If we look at other scores at the 1A Division I level, Camas County defeated Hanson. So the Mushers lock up a playoff bid. And there's a run by Binion to the right side. And he will be out of bounds. So the Mushers, they pick up a playoff bid. They are going to be facing the winner of District 5 and 6, which that game was won by North Gym. So Camas County wins their game and is rewarded with the trip to North Gym, which nobody really wants to be rewarded with, as the Cowboys from Bancroft, always a strong team, gave Carey some fits early on in the season. As now we have 2nd and short for the Panthers. Simpson over to the left side, and all over his back right there. Case Robertson able to bring him down. He'll lose maybe about a yard on that play, which will bring up 3rd and about 2. Other scores around the state at the 1A Division I or 2 level. Mullen all over Kootenai right now, 30-6. Of course, Mullen already wrapped up that spot. But you look at it, in that division up there, Clark Fork is in the conference with Mullen and Kootenai. This time, Connor Simpson, he's going to fight forward, and once again, he just keeps his legs turning. Looked like he probably should have lost 2 or 3 yards and somehow fights forward, and I think he has the first down. White Hat looks over, tries to line it up. They might bring out the sticks here. I think they're questioning it, and they are going to bring out the sticks. But, of course, Clark Fork probably going to finish the season with only 2 losses. And you look on the other end as Camas County is going to get in with only 2 wins. And that's one of those pills that's hard to swallow for some teams. There's always a topic of discussion around the state as to how we should see teams in the playoffs. And looking over down the valley, Raft River right now all over Oakley in the first quarter, 22-0. So Raft River, of course, undefeated team, And Oakley undefeated. That's a championship matchup from last year. And right now the Trojans all over the Hornets, 22-0. And that other big 1A Division I game tonight. And there will be a first down for Dietrich, or for Carey. Other big games around the state in the 2A level. Firth and North Fremont, that will decide a conference championship game and who gets a bye in the first round and who has to play. Right now, Firth leads North Fremont 14-8. That one being playing over in Ashton tonight. Malad tied up with Westside 6-6. Gooding up on Kimberly 14-0, and Sugar Salem all over Mountain Home in the second 24-0. So here, 3:47 to go in the second quarter, and a timeout going to be called. So timeout on the field. We'll take one with them. We'll be right back here on IdahoSports.com.
Wherever you are, D.L. Evans Bank is right there to help. From applying for loans to opening new accounts and signing documents, personalized service is just a video call away. This is Bank Live with D.L. Evans Bank. This is community banking.
And welcome back to Carey High School. 8-8 the score here. That is the score. That's not a glitch. You know, you can join Idaho Sports Nation on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Get updates, breaking news, pictures, and more. Just click any of these icons around us to follow us now. We try to have every soccer score up on our Instagram stories this week. As state soccer going on, and we'll probably try to do the same thing for state football. Have every final score with their own individualized story there on Instagram if you're into that kind of thing, or you can always check out the Friday Night Flash on the website, where we have Idaho's only statewide scoreboard updated in real time. So here we go. 1st and 10 for Carey. Simpson takes it on the left side and gets out of the reach. And he gets outside. He'll pick up a couple more. But he was able to get away from Robertson, who's done a pretty good job at wrapping him up on the outside. And that's always a tricky thing with Simpson, is that if he gets around that edge, he is gone. He can get out there quickly and bust up the field with his speed. Robertson does a nice job at just getting just enough of him to slow him down to prevent him to going into that end zone. But it'll be 2nd and about 3 for Carey. Ball just inside the 5. This time a handoff to Simpson, and he rumbles forward. He's just shy of the goal line. So it'll be everyone's dream, right? A coach's dream to have 1st and goal from the 1. As the clock's still ticking here, we are at the 3-minute mark of this first half. Bitten gets the call from the sideline, goes back out there. I formation this time, and the handoff goes to Larna, and I think Larna is going to make it in. He does, so that's a 1-yard touchdown run. Colton Larna punches it in. So Carey takes the lead as we near the end of the first half. 2-point conversion on the way as Binion's in the shotgun, and he'll keep it himself. Follows Larna's blocking, and did he get in? He does get in. So 2-point conversion is good. That makes it 16-8 in favor of Carey after that 2-point conversion is good. So 2 turnovers leads to 2 touchdowns for Carey. They take advantage of the second turnover given to them by Dietrich in as many drives. Of course, Dietrich fumbled the punt around the 30-yard line, and this time an interception at around the 40-yard line. So 2 short fields was all that Carey needed to take this lead back. So right now, self-inflicted wounds are really hurting the Blue Devils right now. as they went on a long opening drive to take an 8-0 lead, and the defense has been pretty good when they've had Carey backed up. They've had a couple 3-and-outs, forcing Carey to punt. But, of course, they fumbled one of those punts and then threw an interception on the first play after the next one. So Carey takes the lead here. Got to think that Dietrich's going to be looking to score here before we head into the halftime break. They'll only have 3 minutes to do so. They can definitely score that quickly. So far tonight, they've been going slow, I think, just to kind of eat up the clock and slow down the tempo of this game. But we'll probably see a little bit quicker offense out of Dietrich as we start here. Camino will kick this thing off. Tries to get it set. The whole world's eyes are on you as you get that kick squared up on the tee as he is ready to go. Last one went back through the back of the end zone, and this one looks like it'll do it again. As it does, it goes back beyond the goalposts there. So 2 kickoffs, 2 touchbacks for Carey. Of course, if you're joining us a little bit late here, Carey also actually ran back the opening kickoff. Connor Simpson took that thing 80 yards to pay dirt, but a block in the back around the 40-yard line had that one brought back. They ended up failing to convert on 4th down. Led to a Dietrich touchdown. So here you go, 1st and 10 for Dietrich, ball spotted at the 20. Power will keep this one. He's got a lot of room to run. He cuts through the defense, and he's got a lot of green grass. Perks, can he catch him? He does not. 80-yard touchdown run. Cody Power, and just like that, Dietrich, a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. So I talked about Dietrich trying to score fast. I wasn't expecting it to be that fast, but my goodness. Cody Power with the play of the game right now, an 80-yard run right up the middle. I for sure thought Carson Perks was going to catch up to him. Maybe if he had dove, he could have grabbed him, maybe tripped him up, but he doesn't do so. So it'll be 2-point conversion here coming from Dietrich. And the throw knocked away. What a great defensive play. We'll see who that was for Carey that gets a hand on it. That was Perks. Knocks it away. So a big stop on that 2-point conversion. Those always can come back to bite you. So just like that, I mean, that didn't take long. 2:19 to go. So bang, bang. Almost immediately after the touchdown by Carey, Dietrich comes right back, scores a touchdown on their own. And I tell you, the last couple of drives, we've seen that lane open up for Power inside. He's had a couple of really good runs up the middle. Looks like Dietrich maybe has found something. That's something for Coach Kirkland to maybe talk about in the locker room at halftime, saying, guys, we got to keep an eye on Power here. He's killing us with those runs up the middle. They're focusing on the outside, trying to contain Snedden, who likes to take that ball outside. And Power just up the middle. What a run by him. As a hush falls on the crowd here at Carey High School. Now, IdahoSports.com does a lot more than just broadcasting. Continue checking back to the website for updated scores, schedules, standings, polls, action photo galleries, and written content from every corner of the state. Of course, there's a great bit on the website about bracketology from Brandon Bainey, which is always great. If you're into that kind of thing, I know I am, wanting to see who could be where and when. If you want to check that out and see what could happen based on results tonight, that article there on the homepage. Is this one going to be booted away by Power? Back there for Morey to get it. Morey's got some space on the left side. And a great return all the way out to the 40-yard line. So Carey's going to have good field position as we near the end of the second quarter at 2:12 on the clock. Here to go till halftime. as that's plenty of time. We saw last week against Castleford, 2 touchdowns be scored in the final minute of that quarter, as Castleford able to get themselves right back in that game. Here we go, 1st and 10, ball right there at the 40-yard line for Carey. Pitch on the outside to Larna. He gets through the first hole, spins around. That'll be brought down after a gain of maybe a yard, maybe just half a yard. So it'll be 2nd and 9 for Carey. Carey taking their time right now. They can score quickly. Don't want to score too quickly. Ball on the ground, and we saw that be a problem last week. Binion picks it up and throws it, and that one goes out of bounds as he's hit in the backfield by 2 different Blue Devils. So last week we saw the ball on the ground quite a bit for Carey, and that's something they can't do against a good team like Dietrich. As a snap on the ground gets past Binion, they survive it, but all of a sudden it's 3rd and long right now. With still 1:35 on the clock, they don't want to give the ball back to Dietrich. We saw what happened. The Blue Devils can get it one play, 80 yards to pay dirt for Cody Power. So 3rd and long, and the clock is stopped, which plays into the favor of, you would say, Dietrich right now if they can get a big 3rd down stop here. As another low snap comes out, but Binion gets it. He'll throw this one deep. Morey just got kind of twisted around, overran it. So the clock stops again. Clock at 1:29 to go. 3rd and about 9. We'll see what Carey decides to do here. Definitely doable for them. They pick up 9 yards. But if you don't get this, you're going to give Dietrich field position inside Carey territory. So decision time, only one, like we said, 1:29 on the clock. So not a ton of time for Dietrich, but we did just see them go 80 yards in one play, so they're going to punt. Gamino back there to kick it away for the Panthers. He boots it away. This one kind of a knuckler, but it takes an incredible bounce. That one's still rolling. I think that one went out of bounds around the 10-yard line. We'll see where the official spots it. He's inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. What a great punt to pin. He's going to say right at the 10, it looks like. So what a great knuckling punt that hit exactly like it should hit and rolled forward out of the reach of Jet Shaw. Didn't give him any chance to return that thing and set up good field position for the Blue Devils. And now they have to go 90 yards in 79 seconds. We'll see if they can do it. Definitely not out of the realm of possibilities for Dietrich. It's the Blue Devils set up in the shotgun. This time Power will keep it. And what they cannot have right now is a turnover. I think Dietrich probably pretty content to get out of here just down the 2 points at the half and avoid a disastrous turnover down here in their own end before the end of the half. As we are under a minute to play, 50 seconds on the clock. About 2 more plays will wrap this thing up and send us to the break.
Second down for Blue Devils.
Handoff this time to Snedden. Snedden picks up about a yard. Bring up 3rd. I picked up about 4, actually. Be 3rd and about 5. Clock still running down to 13 seconds. See how much time's on the play clock. The officials, Dietrich not even coming to the line. And it looks like that will do it for the first half of play. So after one half from here at Carey, the Dietrich Blue Devils keeping things interesting as they trail just 14-16 as the Panthers look to secure a championship tonight. We will take a quick halftime break and be back here to talk about the first half on IdahoSports.com.
Banking. Maybe you enjoy the person-to-person attention you get going to your bank. Maybe you enjoy the convenience of banking from home sweet home. Or maybe you like the flexibility of paying your bills, applying for a loan, or talking to your personal banking person from wherever fits your fancy. Then definitely, you should bank at Mountain West Bank. Member FDIC. The easy, convenient, any way you want to bank.
The injuries look like those seen in people exposed to poisons like mustard gas. That's how doctors are describing what they see in the lungs of vapors. The chemicals can essentially burn your lungs. Find the truth at BehindTheHaze.com.
At Toyota's national sales event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's national sales event.
Toyota, let's go places.
I'm Corey. I'm a dairy nutritionist here in the Treasure Valley. I decided to get vaccinated because I wanted to do my part to protect myself and my family and my customers from COVID-19. As soon as the vaccines were readily available, I was vaccinated. I would encourage people to do the research, listen to the healthcare providers. When I went to get my COVID-19 vaccine, there was hardly any wait. It was an easy process, is readily available. Since I got vaccinated, I'm confident I'm protected against the COVID-19 virus. My life has returned to business as usual.
We're Valley-wide cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Ads like this keep popping up, but I see through the hype because those vape clouds people claim are just water vapor contain as many as 31 different chemicals, like formaldehyde, the stuff they preserve dead bodies with. And while the flavors sound all harmless, we still have no idea what these ingredients could be doing to our bodies. But I already see vaping for exactly what it is. Get the real facts at BehindTheHaze.com.
It's time to start planning for back to school. That's why I got my kids vaccinated for COVID-19, so they can be protected from COVID when they're back in the classroom. Kids 12 and older can get vaccinated. The vaccines have been researched and tested. They're safe and they work. Getting vaccinated was quick and easy. You can walk into a pharmacy to get one. We got our COVID-19 vaccine, and I hope everyone will choose to get vaccinated too.
Get a free COVID-19 vaccine today. Find a location near you at covidvaccine.idaho.gov.
Banking. Maybe you enjoy the person-to-person attention you get going to your bank. Maybe you enjoy the convenience of banking from home sweet home. Or maybe you like the flexibility of paying your bills, applying for a loan, or talking to your personal banking person from wherever fits your fancy. Then definitely, you should bank at Mountain West Bank. Member FDIC. The easy, convenient, any way you want to bank.
That's where I grew up.
Banking. Maybe you enjoy the person-to-person attention you get going to your bank. Maybe you enjoy the convenience of banking from home sweet home. Or maybe you like the flexibility of paying your bills, applying for a loan, or talking to your personal banking person from wherever fits your fancy. Then definitely, you should bank at Mountain West Bank. Member FDIC. The easy, convenient, any way you want to bank.
Oh no, is it raining bad?
No, they do senior night. I don't know who they're playing, but
That's
Minico? Oh, Wood River. I think that's Minico.
They forfeited Medical last week.
It's probably a good one.
They said they only had 16 players to play with me. So it looks slick.
This might be the last of it.
What's that?
Just looking at the radar, hopefully it
Gets
out of it. Maybe not.
Welcome back, as it is halftime here at Carey. We'll tell you how we got here at the 16-14 score. Scoring got started off by Dietrich getting on the board early or late in the first quarter, excuse me. An 8-yard touchdown run by number 15 Peyton Sneddon with a 2-point conversion, giving Dietrich the 8-0 lead. Carey would answer a couple minutes later after actually being stopped. They went 3 and out on the next drive, punted away. Jet Shaw fumbled the punt, gave it right to Carey. Carey goes right down and scores on a 2-yard touchdown run from Connor Simpson. The 2-point conversion good, making it 8-8. Took a couple more minutes off of another turnover, Dietrich interception. Dietrich giving up the ball twice there in that second quarter, leading directly to those 2 Carey touchdowns. This time a 1-yard run by Colton Larna made it 16-8 after the conversion, and Carey took the lead for the first time tonight. Dietrich answered right back almost immediately. The 2:19 mark of that second quarter, an 80-yard touchdown run from Cody Power. The conversion was not good, so that made it 16-14 in favor of the Panthers. So a tight game here tonight, kind of not what people were expecting, as Dietrich hanging in there, down only 2 at halftime. Still a lot of football left to be played. We've seen close games turn into blowouts, and blowouts turn into close games. So you never know what can happen in the second half, especially now as the rain's starting to pour out there, as my camera crew out there is enduring it. I'm inside the box, which is nice, but again, thanks to Andy Andy Simpson out there on the camera. So if you're from Carey and you see Andy this week, be sure to give her a big high five and say thank you for being out here in the cold rain so that you can watch this game. I actually didn't have anybody to come with me. Kind of a crazy week as we got asked to do games that weren't originally on the schedule, so we kind of had to split everybody up. And Carey did a great job at helping get Andy out here to cover the game. She's done a great job. I mean, we've seen every play. She hasn't even fallen off the edge once, so that's always good. But the rain coming down, we've got the camera wrapped up in a trash bag, and they've also got an umbrella out there covering the camera, so hoping that maybe this rain cell will go away. It didn't look like anything was coming after it, but this isn't a weather report, so you don't need to hear all of that. So just a couple more minutes before the end of the half, actually a couple more seconds. We're going to set it back. As again, like we mentioned, umbrellas are out, rain beginning to fall here at Carey High School. Again, we were talking about playoff scenarios. Of course, the winner of this conference, which is not set in stone yet, if Carey wins, we know that they win the District 4 here. If Dietrich wins, there's going to be a three-way tie, and we'll see how that tiebreaker shakes out. But these two teams are in. They are all in. Of course, Castleford also in, and then Camas County punched their ticket tonight as well with their win over Hanson. So they will be traveling to North Gym in their first round game. The second place team in District 4 will play Water Springs. Again, we don't know how that's going to shake out. If Dietrich comes away with a win here, it'll be tied. But if Carey wins, Carey will be playing Timberline Weippe, and Dietrich most likely will be playing Council. Of course, Council and Horseshoe Bend playing tonight for the District 3 championship game. De facto, as both teams haven't lost a conference game so far. I think Horseshoe Bend's going to come away with that one, but that's why they play it on the field. Try and see if we can get a score update there as I look around the interwebs looking for different scores all around the state. A lot of good games going around. Sorry, I'm just trying to look around to see if I can find any scores around to let you know about. Of course, in 5A, the 5A District 3 Treasure Valley Championship between Mountain View and Rocky. That one's 7-6 in favor of Mountain View. So everybody will get playoff brackets set, marked out. This weekend, you find out who you play. Everybody in District 4 will be playing next week. Nobody will get a bye, even the conference champion. Only 3 teams with a bye this year in all of 1A Division 1 or 1A Division 2. Those teams with a bye, looking at the bracket right now, as the first place team from District 3, which will be the winner of the Horseshoe Bend and Council game. I think it's going to be Horseshoe Bend, and they will play the winner of District 2, which is Kendrick. And that game will be at Kendrick. The other team with the bye is Mullins St. Regis, who will go on the road. They will go on the road their first game after the bye, and they will play the winner of either Timberline Weippe and the winner of District 4. All right, here we go. Getting ready to kick off after halftime as we're set to start the third quarter. Here from Carey as Gamino boots another one away. And again, out of the end zone. So 3 in a row, 3 more touchbacks for Gamino. It's a great weapon to have to be able to boot that ball out of the end zone. Force a team to start at the 20. So rain gets a little more steady out here right now. At Carey. So it rained on me. I live just outside of, live in Middleton. It's on the other side of Boise, and It poured the entire way here. I'm hoping it's not like that the entire way back. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. They'll spot up at the 20-yard line with Power in the shotgun. We'll see if he just keeps it himself. It worked so well last time, but a handoff to Sneddon as he goes left and brought down for about a yard loss on the outside. So ball security will definitely be a factor here as the second half goes along, as the rain really coming down right now out there. Dietrich found success keeping that ball on the ground and eating up clock, but they did put the ball on the ground a lot. We saw an interception, a fumble, and then a fumble that was lost but also recovered by Van Tassel in a pile of Panthers. And a fake reception in the back as he lifts his hands up. Got his jersey bunched up. Can't tell who that is back there for Dietrich. Put his arm, I think it's Sneddon, put his arms up like he was trying to catch the ball. Nobody was fooled from Carey as Power kept it himself and maybe picked up a yard. So but 3rd and 11 right now. Big chance here for Carey to stop the Blue Devils, forcing the first punt of the night from Dietrich. Power's going to look to throw. Drifting. Got a man. Westshaw catches it, but he goes out of bounds just shy of the 30. So it'll bring up 4th down and about 2. See what they decide to do here, if they're going to go for this. If they go and don't convert, they're going to give Carey terrific field position. Tough choice here, but with a conference championship in the balance, sometimes either this is the risk you got to take. Looks like they're lining up to punt. But if I'm Carey, I'd be careful for a fake right here. This is just a prime opportunity. And he rolls with it, but he boots it away. This one high, sky high, but not very long. It takes a great Dietrich bounce. Bounce around the 35, down inside the 30. Finally down by Jetshaw at the 28. And that's where Carey will take over 1st and 10. Here as the first drive stalls out for Dietrich. 10:13 on the clock in the 3rd quarter. Again, Camas County beat Hanson 58-18 in that game. So the Mushers punch their spot to state. 1st and 10 for Carey right now. Handoff to Larna, and Larna slips just shy of the 35. He had a hole, but I'm guessing that rain had something to do with that, as the official you see out there wiping down the ball every time as the rain continues to fall here at Carey. A lot of rain around the entire state. There's going to be a lot of wet games around. Doesn't look like anybody's getting snowed on tonight, but there will be a lot of games where the ball is on the ground, and a run up the middle again by Larna, and he'll pick up the 1st down. So usually you see Carey give that ball to Connor Simpson and go with it, but tonight Larna getting a lot of the work. At least here on this drive, he's gotten the first 2 handoffs, and they're both back there. They can pick and choose who they want to have it. Here we go. It'll be 1st and 10. This time they hand it off to Simpson. Simpson bowling forward, gets away from one, finally out of bounds at midfield. Be about a yard short of the 1st down and bring up 2nd and 1. In Idaho Sports, we will have the brackets just as soon as we know where they're at, so be sure to check back to the website to find out who's playing where, when they're playing, and what games we will be broadcasting as the playoffs go around. And Simpson takes this one up, and he bowls forward for another big gain, this time about 14 yards down to the 36. Big pickup there by Connor Simpson as Carey now in business inside Dietrich territory, knocking on the door of the red zone. And a quick timeout being taken by Dietrich. Rick Estelle wants to talk about it as maybe getting into a danger zone. Don't want to go down 2 scores to Carey at this point. Shaw Land and Livestock has been family owned and operated since 1971. Owner Hubert Shaw and the rest of the gang at Shaw L&L Mercantile proudly supports the Dietrich High School athletics, and they'd like to wish the Dietrich boys good luck in today's game. Wood River Welding in Bellevue has been locally owned and operated for 70 years since 1945. They are the place to call when your machinery, farm equipment, or snowplow needs repaired. 208-788-4112. Wood River Welding is a proud supporter of Carey High School football. Good luck, Panthers. Just want to thank Dusty's Electric for quality and affordable electrical repair and services in Carey. Contact Dusty's Electric. Dusty's Electric is a proud supporter of Carey athletics and wants to wish the boys good luck in tonight's game. All right, here we go. 1st and 10, ball at the 36, as that rain still continues to come down here at Carey. Handoff left side to Simpson. And Simpson, you think he's stopped, but he never is. I think he gets a lot of yardage because the defense thinks he's stopped, but he doesn't go down. And they give up on the play, but Dietrich holds on to him. He picks up about a yard. A couple different Blue Devils around at that time to stop him. So now it'll be 2nd and about 9 for Carey. Of course, last year these two teams, like we mentioned, met in the state championship game. The year before that, Carey was in the state championship against Lighthouse Christian. Simpson takes this one forward, and he'll pick up about 4 balls at the 30-yard line. It'll be 3rd and about 4 yards to go for the Panthers. Dietrich looking to replace starting quarterback they had last year, Brody Power. Looks like Cody Power has taken over that spot and doing it well. A lot of these names are the same names I called the 1A Division II state basketball tournament the last couple years. And see a lot of these names right there in the basketball tournament as well, as Connor Simpson rolls forward, and he's right at the first down line, and I believe he's got it. I think he's on the other side of the 25. He needed the 26, and it will be a first down for Carey. As this drive taking a good chunk of the clock off, down to 7 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Good drive being put on by the Panthers right now. Binion hands off to Simpson again, and Simpson going to be brought down almost immediately. No gain on the play. Oakley finally gets on the board. Raft River still leads Oakley 22-8, though. Hand off to Larna, and he'll go down after about a 2-yard gain. Bring third down, and we'll say 6 on this. Of course, that's another game that'll decide who gets a bye and who doesn't get a bye at the 1A Division I level. See what the call is here, as Larna in a little bit of pain down there. The official's not happy. The sideline might have been a head-to-head contact. Waiting for the call. I think they're discussing if the hit should have resulted in a penalty or not. And they're not going to call anything, it looks like. Larna's still in there, so hopefully it's not as bad as it looked initially.
4th down for Panthers. Panthers have about 7 yards to go.
And Carey's going to take a timeout now. Give us a chance to thank some of the local sponsors here. Robertson's Farms, Ryan Robertson, and the entire crew at Robertson's Farms wants to congratulate Dietrich on a great season so far, and good luck in this deciding game. Go get them, Blue Devils, from everybody at Robertson Farms. Think about how much your back does for you. Carrying you around, getting you to places on time, the kids to appointments, taking you out for nights on the town. It's always there providing you constant support. So considering everything your back does for you, isn't it time you did something nice for your back? When you're ready to treat your back, be sure to visit Dr. Dan Park at Blaine County Chiropractic, making your back feel great since 1998. A proud supporter of athletics across the Wood River Valley, the Snow Bunny Drive-In wants to wish the Carey football team good luck in tonight's game. Home of the best hamburgers in the valley, at the Snow Bunny, they only use the freshest meat and invite you to come on in and try one of their great milkshakes made from homemade ice cream. That's the Snow Bunny Drive-In on Main Street in Haley. Go Panthers. All right, still breaking the huddle after the timeout. So it'll be a big 4th down play here for the Panthers. Larna directly behind Binion with Simpson to the right. Binion keeps it, looking outside. He's got a man open, but just short of Perks.
Incomplete pass for the Panthers. Binion looking for Perks.
So incompletion on the play, and that gives the ball back to Dietrich. So the Blue Devils hold, and they get the ball back. Still only down 2. Carey not able to punch it in. With 6:21 on the clock, Dietrich still hanging around in this one. Great game here from Carey. Dietrich not going away. As we've got stoppage of play. We're waiting for the so they're saying the chains are broken over on the sidelines.
So we're going to have to stop down the field for just a minute.
So looks like there's equipment malfunction on the other side of the field with the chains that bring your first down line mark out. So we're going to take a break while they try and fix that. We'll be back after a minute here on IdahoSports.com.
Banking. Maybe you enjoy the person-to-person attention you get going to your bank. Maybe you enjoy the convenience of banking from home sweet home. Or maybe you like the flexibility of paying your bills, applying for a loan, or talking to your personal banking person from wherever fits your fancy. Then definitely, you should bank at Mountain West Bank. Member FDIC. The easy, convenient, any way you want to bank.
We're a valley-wide country store. For 100 years, we've been your #1 choice for food, fuel, farm supplies, and just about everything else you could need to get you through your day. We know you work until the job is done, and so do we. For gas on the go, or a little extra to help you get down the road, you can count on us. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a corner.
Welcome back. They got everything squared away. Hand off to Snedden. And Snedden is going to lose about 2 yards on that play. Looks like first one back there among the mix was Ellis Jensen. So it'll be up 2nd down and about 12 for Dietrich. And again, they are taking their time. They are in no rush. to get up there. This time a shotgun. Want to watch out for that slippery ball. Looks like the rain has slowed up just a little bit. So maybe we survive the worst of it as Power takes this one up the middle. And I don't think he gets anything on it, maybe half a yard. So they'll scoot that thing up forward a little bit, the yard marker. They'll bring up 3rd and 11. So a big play right here for the Carey defense. See if they can get a stop. So you go back to talk about it. We've seen him go deep a couple times on that touchdown drive. A nice deep pass to Snedden on a 4th down play. We'll see what Dietrich does here as Power rolls to his left and throws a deep one. This one caught on the left side. Moving forward, that's a big 1st down. That time, Case Robertson brings it down around the 40, and he's up to the 47-yard line. So a big 1st down play conversion on 4th and long, 4th and 11. Dietrich able to come up with it and keep this thing alive. 1st and 10, ball spotted at the 47-yard line for the Blue Devils. Again, Dietrich just taking their precious time out there. What a great catch, though, by Robertson. Being able to corral in that wet ball and bring it down for a 1st down. This time Power, he'll go back to pass again. Had a lot of pressure, but he finds Shaw, and Shaw just drops it. He had Jet Shaw around the 35-yard line, and he drops the pass. Would have been a sure 1st down. And in and out of the hands, and you see Shaw clap his hands in frustration, knowing he probably should have had that ball. But a lot of pressure Carey getting in the backfield there as Power kind of just had to chuck that thing up. He hasn't had a ton of time to pass when he has thrown it. He's had to roll to his left or his right to be able to get the time to throw the ball. Clock stopped right now after that incompletion. 4:13 to go in the 3rd quarter. No one scored here in the 3rd. No one scored until late in the 1st quarter with 26 seconds left. Dietrich finally punched one in the 1st. And offside is going to be called. I think he got fooled. Looked like that was Rich Creek. Rich Creek jumped, I think. The movement by Snedden, as Snedden came from the outside in motion, got him to jump. It was a legal motion as he was motioning inside like he does right there. Like the same play this time, Power keeps it, gets some good blockers out there. He cuts it inside, and they only pick up a lot of effort for no gain. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 3rd and 5 after no gain on that that 2nd down run. Clock ticking, which is exactly what Dietrich wants here. And bring it over for the 3rd down play. So Power takes the shotgun, throws it across the middle. This Shaw gets it this time, and he leaps forward, and I think he's got it. I think he just got enough. As he leaped through the air, he picks up enough for the 1st down.
He picks up 1st down for the Blue Devils.
So a 1st down for Dietrich. 2 1st downs in this drive, both coming through the air. Nice job there, just a short pass, just enough. Last year you saw Dietrich throw the ball all over the field when they could have Jet Shaw and Cody Power out there as the receivers. But this year, having Power moved to the quarterback position, have changed the offense a little bit. You don't see as much of that up and down run and gun offense as you saw last year. Power goes under center, pitches it outside to Hendricks. Hendricks, a lot of room to run. He spins around, still on his feet, and he's close to the 1st down. He'll pick up about 8 yards on the play. Ball down to the 35-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 2. Set up there as a nice run by Hendricks. First time he's run the ball tonight. Clock still ticking here, 2:20 to go in the third quarter. As Dietrich trying to just chip away at this one. The rain has stopped here, which is nice. Dietrich looking to shake everything up by knocking out the undefeated Panthers and causing a three-way tie and a flag down. I think there's some motion. There was a motion. And they stopped the play this time. The last false start we saw, the play didn't get stopped. So I don't know why you don't just let that play go, right? In theory, that's what happened last time. I digress. All right, so it'll be second down and a lot longer now. It was 2nd and 1. It'll be 2nd and about 7 now for the Blue Devils. As they continue to take their time. 1:40 to go in the quarter. So 2 straight weeks of good, tight games for Carey. This is what you need ramping up to the playoffs. This time a handoff up the middle to Hendricks. Hendricks dances around, and he's right there at the marker. I think he's a foot shy of the first down. He's got maybe half a yard left to go. It is going to be 3rd down and less than 1. Again, you get into playoff time, you get the best teams left standing. Carey kind of ran through the first good chunk of the season, kind of blowing past everybody that stood in their way. Last 2 weeks getting 2 really good games out of Dietrich and Castleford, and this is definitely not the same Dietrich team that I saw a couple of weeks ago over in Arco. The ball is out, fumbled. Dietrich's going to recover it back at the 35-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. We got a player down for Carey. That's Rich Creek. Not putting any pressure on his right foot as he hops off the field. He gets off into the game now as Owen Park takes his place. The referee winds his arm. 30 seconds to go. It'll be it's 4th down. 4th down and a long 2. They're taking their time. I don't know if they might be able to run out the play clock, and we'll get this thing to the 4th quarter as they rush to the line now. 5 seconds from the official. 4 or 3. They got to get the snap off. They do, and he doesn't get it. A stop in the backfield. Simpson gets enough of the up blocker, Shaw, who ends up knocking backwards into Snedden, and Snedden had a gap there, but not able to get it as Shaw is pushed back into him, and he gets no gain on the play on 4th down, so Carey with the stop, and the ball will go back over to the Panthers. And that will do it for the 3rd quarter as zeros are on the clock.
Time expires here in the 3rd quarter.
Trying to see, the officials are still talking out there. They're not.
That ball appears to be turned over on downs.
Been a couple of conferences like this. We're not really sure. Looks like the Dietrich coaching staff has some questions, and the officials are not happy with it. I think maybe, are they arguing that the clock had hit zeros before? Okay, the officials are coming out to talk to Coach Kirkland. Let's see if I can hear what he's saying. Okay, so it sounds like they're going to replay the down. Okay, so they're saying it was an injury timeout after the injury on the field to Rich Creek, and they didn't give him the full 25 seconds on the play clock. which caused Dietrich to run up to the field to the ball and snap it early. The Dietrich coaching staff, asked for more time. They should have restarted the play clock, which I don't think they did. Dietrich had to sprint up to the line. You saw him rush up there. And I think they're going to play it down, maybe an untimed down. We'll see what the official comes over. Maybe he'll talk to us and tell us what happened here. So we try to get the official explanation. But it sounds like they're going to get another shot. They are. One untimed down. It'd be nice if they looked at us and told us that. Like the clock operator, how are they supposed to know? If we didn't hear them yelling at the coaches, how would we know? Anyways, here we go. So, a big fourth down play. Now, Dietrich, another opportunity to pick it up. Power gets it. He's going to cross the middle, and he's got Jet Shaw, who's got the first down, spins around, picking up more on the ground. So, the decision to let another play occur for Dietrich ends up working in the favor of the Blue Devils as another pass complete to Jet Shaw on fourth down brings up a conversion for the Blue Devils. So that will do it for the third quarter. So as we get ready to start the fourth, the Blue Devils are in business right now, moving the ball. Looks like the ball will be at the 25-yard line to start the fourth quarter. M&J Motors in Carey is your place to go for all of your car care needs. Serving the Carey community for over 34 years, they are locally owned and can help you get back on the road again. If your car isn't running, and it should, bring it on over and let the folks at M&J Motors take care of the rest. From parts and service, they do it all. M&J Motors is a proud supporter of the Carey Panthers. Somebody can call the O'Crowleys and tell them to stay open for me and give me a new wiper blade. Man, that thing was driving me nuts on the way here. It was, when they on the windshield for 2 hours. That was something. Valley Tile and Floor, they've been locally owned and operated for 20 years. So let the experts there at Valley Tile and Floor in Haley help you find the best flooring solution for your residential or commercial property. From carpet and cork to hardwood and marmoleum, the team at Valley Tile and Floor provides the best premium flooring options and installation services. Don't let flooring cost you a fortune. Start planning your next project and request a free estimate today by calling Barbara at the office there at Valley Tile and Floor, or visit them online at valleytileandfloor.com. They are proud supporters of Carey Athletics and want to give a special shout out tonight to number 1, Preston Wood, for the Panthers. So after that big fourth down conversion, it's 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils at the 24-yard line, knocking on the door of the red zone. A high snap brought down by Power. The handoff up the middle to Snedden. And Snedden picks up about 5. Actually, maybe that was Hendricks. That was Hendricks. I'm just muscle memory saying Snedden, right? So Hendricks picks up about 5 yards. And don't look now.
What? Yes.
And Dietrich just taking their time, but don't look now. Dietrich on the verge of maybe punching this one in and taking a fourth quarter lead on Carey, which hasn't been true of any team since the state championship last year. Snap to Power. Snedden takes it on the right side. He's got a lot of room to run, and he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Dietrich scores on a 20-yard touchdown run by Peyton Snedden. At the 11:03 mark. So the first score of the second half, Peyton Snedden takes it in from 20 yards out for Dietrich with a 2-point conversion to come. Of course, they missed that last conversion, so they can do no worse. Carey can finish no worse than getting down by 6. As they're down by 4 now with a conversion to come. So Power in the shotgun for the conversion attempt. He'll go on the left side. He's got Shaw, and Shaw gets it. He comes down with a conversion. So that'll make it 22-16 Dietrich. Of course, that's just a 6-point lead. Carey can tie this thing up with a touchdown and still take the lead with the conversion. But Dietrich takes the fourth quarter lead with 11:03 to go here from Carey High School. and what could be an upset brewing and a three-way tie atop the leaderboard if they do so.
You guys know what happens if Dietrich wins? Like, how is the tiebreaker? It's a Kansas City? Okay, perfect. That's what in Gooding. Okay, perfect.
So hot off the presses, if Dietrich does win this game, there will be a Kansas City playoff between Carey, Dietrich, and Castleford at Gooding. That'll be on Monday. So, of course, all three of those teams are going to get a home game no matter what. The way the playoff bracket is set up, everybody has a home game, but it just depends where you play and who you play against. And, of course, even if they win those first games, the way that the top three get, they also get another home game. So no matter what, if they were to win their first round playoff game, everybody in District 4, both Castleford, Carey, and Dietrich are all going to get 2 home games if they're able to win the first one. I like the matchups all three teams get in that first round. Of course, that's banter to go on next week when we see where everybody's lined up. But that would sure be interesting. The Kansas City playoff is such a fun thing to watch. As last year there was one between Sugar Salem, Teton, and South Fremont that they held at Madison High School. An exciting finish that left Teton on the outside looking in. So here's the kickoff taken, and this one looks like it's going to go out of bounds. That boot by Pisano goes out. So not a great kickoff. Goes out of bounds. Carey's going to get great field position as it's going to come up to the 35-yard line. Carey's got to answer. So far, they haven't had any drive result in points that started in their own territory. Both their touchdowns came off of turnovers, one on a Jet Shaw fumble at the 30-yard line and another on an interception brought down. And they're going to make them re-kick. And we saw this last week as Carey kicked the ball out of bounds, and Castleford said, no, we're going to make you re-kick. And what's Castleford do? They return that kickoff for a touchdown. So maybe looking to call upon the ghosts of last week is Carey, hoping to maybe return this one. Give them another opportunity to have the ball in their hands. As Pisano squares it away, as he'll be booting this one off from the 35 now. $11:03 to go here if you're just joining us. Pisano, he kind of just skies this one, and it looks like it's going to be brought down by Binion. Binion's got a lot of room on the left side if he can get the edge. He doesn't. Ball's going to be started at the 40. So they gained 5 yards out of it. It would have been the 35, so they end up with better field position if they had taken the penalty out of bounds. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Carey with 11 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. A chance to wrap up a conference championship tonight for the Panthers, and if they win this game, home field advantage throughout the playoffs if they're able to continue on as they go forward. Pitch to Simpson on the left. And once again, he's able to, he doesn't get around the edge. That's where Connor Simpson has been so effective, is getting around the edge. But Dietrich doing a great job. That time Snedden is the one out there that wraps him up. Against Wilder a couple weeks ago at Wilder, Connor Simpson just absolutely shredded them as he got the edge and would just cut straight up. A couple of long runs for him in that game. Dietrich doing a great job at containing him here. Binion will keep this one as he rumbles forward and breaks off a tackle, and it's first down for Chase Binion. What a great run. Probably the best one of the quarter so far. And looks like we got an injury down. Nope, he hops up for Dietrich. But what a run by Binion as he got away from 2 defenders early in the play. Fights forward for a big first down as they are now inside Dietrich territory with 10 to go on the clock. Hard to tell when they get around that. We'll call it 4. Ball at the 39-yard line. 2nd and 6. And the ball is down. Binion picks it up. But Dietrich's not able to get him. And now right there, Jet Shaw, what a tackle around the ankles as Binion had a lot of room to run over there. But Jet Shaw brings him down in the nick of time for a loss. It'll be 3rd and about 11. Tell you, if Jet Shaw doesn't get his hands on the ankles of Binion. I think Binion picks up a good chunk of yardage and makes something out of nothing. So a critical third down here for Carey. They'll probably go for it no matter what. So not a do or die. And sometimes out of the reach of Binion. This time a good snap to him in the shotgun as he drifts back, setting one up, and it's going to be intercepted. What an interception by Snedden as he lays out and takes it away from Morey as Binion drifted back, trying to set up the screen, and Snedden read it like a book and jumps in front of the route for a huge interception at the 8:39 mark of the fourth quarter. A diving interception, what a play. As Dietrich, now with a lot of momentum, the Blue Devils have the ball and the lead and can theoretically run the clock out if they're able to manage it right. I think Carey's going to get another shot, but if Dietrich can eat up 4 or 5 minutes and punch this thing in, it might be out of reach for Carey, and we might be on our way to a Kansas City playoff. Pitch outside to Hendricks. Hendricks cuts forward, but he's going to be brought down for a loss. Nice tackle there. Looked like it was Colton Larna with the big stop. So a big stop. That brings up second and about 12. That's exactly what Carey needed to do, was force Dietrich back. It's a big help when you can force a team on first down to go backwards, as Carey's defense forces a loss there. Dietrich going to be digging out from behind this hole right now. And if you're Carey, you got to hope you get this ball back. Another snap up the middle to Snedden. A lot of room to run. Snedden on the move, and he's out of bounds after a first down. And a lot of momentum over there on that Dietrich sideline right now, as maybe they can smell this upset brewing. And like we mentioned, a Kansas City playoff, both teams, I believe they start the ball around the 30 to 40, somewhere around in there. And the three teams will play each other on offense and defense and rotate. And after one round of everybody playing defense, everybody playing offense, you see what the score is. And if you're all tied up, you keep going. If you're not, the one with the least amount of points is out. I kind of like the way they set that up instead of doing a coin flip or anything like that. They let it settle out on the field. Here we go, the handoff this time. Another one to Snedden, a good hole. And he'll pick up about 6 yards. Excuse me, that was Snedden that had it. So ball spotted at the 35-yard line just behind it. They need the 31 to gain. 7:15 on the clock as we are approaching crunch time here from Carey. Dietrich just wants to eat up as much time as they can and punch this thing in. Power takes the snap, and the ball is, bobbled. Is it out? I think it is, and I think Carey has it. I think it's recovered by the Panthers, and it is. What a huge play by the defense for Carey right there. And I believe the one that comes up, it was number 12 that came down with it for Carey. Nick Versis comes up with the fumble recovery. And they just never had possession. That ball was bobbled. Was looking for Tebow Hendricks, and Hendricks has never had control of it. So just like that, 6:50 to go, and the ball back in the hands of the Panthers. And a big first down stop as no gain on the play. That time by Carey. But man, what a huge turnover force there. So 2 turnovers on, we saw an interception just thrown by Carey, and they get it right back after the fumble by Dietrich. After Dietrich was maybe looking to score to put this thing away. Another low snap as a screen goes outside, and a flag's going to be called on the outside. As a tackle for loss, Connor Simpson going to lose a yard or two So it'll be interesting. I think we'll see what the call is. It's a little bit downfield. Sometimes in the area of a hold against the defense. It is a hold against Dietrich. Out there, sometimes you just get a hold of the receiver and don't give the offensive receiver enough space to do their thing, and it must have got enough jersey to make a difference. Couldn't break free on the route. So instead of third, and it would have been third and about 12 for Carey, this ball is going to get moved forward. And it's going to be right at the sticks. Let's see what they call it. It is going to be 1st and 10 for Carey. Ball at the 47. So Carey with a first down off the penalty. And that's a great break if you're Carey, because that was going to be 3rd and long. And now all of a sudden it's 1st and 10. And you're got yourselves a fresh set of downs. Here as Binion takes a shotgun snap and he keeps it himself. And he got a great block, and he cuts free. A lot of room to run. Chase Binion breaks into the secondary, and he's out of bounds around the... He goes down at the 25-yard line out of bounds. What a run by Chase Binion right when they needed it. What a play. He got a huge block right there at the line of scrimmage as Von Burnt was coming in hot for Dietrich. He pushes him outside. Von Burnt not able to get a hand on Binion as Binion breaks forward free, and now they are inside the red zone, knocking on the door. Binion a handoff to Simpson. Simpson stays a foot, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. So a big stop there on first down. 5:45 to go. I don't know if anybody, I can't see any of the crowd, but I can't imagine anybody sitting down right now. So here you go, 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap. This time he'll keep it again. A lot of room to run for Binion, and Binion's going to take it in for the touchdown. 25-yard touchdown run by Chase Binion. And just like that, this thing is all tied up at 22. So a 25-yard touchdown run. With 5:24 to go. And this is a big play right now. And Dietrich is actually going to burn a timeout. As this is a critical play. A stop here keeps this game tied up. But if Carey's able to punch it in, they will take the 2-point lead. But what a play. Chase Binion. He does it all on that drive as he keeps the ball in his hands. A big run. He had over 50 yards running on that drive as he had, everything came on his feet when the ball was after that first down at the 47-yard line. So 53 yards on the ground in that possession for Chase Binion, who really put the team on his back right there. And we're a 2-point conversion away from seeing Carey take this lead back. And if you're on the other side of Dietrich, you got to think, if we get a stop here, terrific. This thing's tied up. Even if not, you've got time to go down and score. It's going to be tight, but we're in for a great finish either way. Big 2-point conversion here. Binion takes it. He's got a lot of room to run. I think he's in. He is. The 2-point conversion is good. So Carey with the conversion, and it is good. They take the 24-22 lead, so they are 3 for 3 on their conversions, while Dietrich only 2 for 3. So a big difference there as we see now Carey take that 2-point lead with 5:24 to go. So Dietrich going to get another shot at it here. They cannot put the ball on the ground. They had a chance in that drive where they fumbled the ball and gave it back to Carey. In what could have been a nail-in-the-coffin type drive. Carey stays alive with the fumble, gets it right back, and we're in for a great finish here from Carey High School. Thanks for joining us here on IdahoSports.com. Again, if Carey wins this game, they are the champions of District 4, and will have home field advantage throughout the playoffs. If Dietrich wins, we'll have a 3-way Kansas City playoff on Monday at Gooding between Dietrich, Castleford, and Carey. Looking around, Oakley has scored again. Raft River 22, Oakley 16. That one in the fourth quarter, so there's another great one right now, also in Division I, Lapway up on Potlatch. That'll be an interesting one. 1A Division I, of course, uses the max prep rankings to decide who gets in at the end. And there's a lot of controversy on that, especially around Wilder, a team that Carey played this year. Wilder only with 2 losses to number 1 Carey and number 2 Horseshoe Bend, but they find themselves on the outside looking in at those max prep rankings. Of course, that's not a problem here in Division II as it's all pre-seeded. So that's good or bad depending on how everything shakes up. But if you look at those max prep rankings, it's hard to understand. If we look at Wilder again, Wilder 5 wins on the season, only 2 losses. Those 2 losses are to the number 1 and number 2 team in Division II. Yet they find themselves on the outside looking in because there's no guaranteed bid except for the conference champs. It's unbelievable. And right now above them is a winless Lighthouse Christian team. I can't imagine how that will feel if they stay home, finishing 5-3 on the season or whatever it is, or 5-2, and having a 1-win team in. But Dietrich looking to get something back here as Snedden keeps the ball going forward, and he picks up a first down as he rumbles out of bounds around the 36-yard line. And a guy is down over there on the far side. It's like Carson Perks, but he looks to be okay. So just like that, a first down for Dietrich. 5:16 on the clock here till we wrap this one up. In my years of covering, I've only been doing this for 3 years. I have yet to see an extra point or field goal attempt at 8-man. This would be the time to do it, right? If you're Dietrich down 3, but we probably won't see that. Jet Shaw lines up here on the outside. Snap is high as Snedden takes it, I believe. Yep, Snedden bowls forward. He picks up about 3 yards. Be 2nd and 7. We're under 5 minutes to go now here. As Dietrich, they want to score, they want to eat up time, but they do not want to give any time back to Carey. They're so explosive, it can score at the drop of a hat, so they got to time it just right. Here as the snap goes back, and a throw on the outside just a little high, and that one's going to be intercepted by Carey, and that might do it right there. As that pass was a little bit high, it was intended for Shaw, and bounced around as the ball popped up in the air, and Carey comes down with the interception, and that might seal it here. I think that was... What a play, though. I think that was more the error and throw as that one came out like a rocket and just a little bit too strong as it went off the shoulder pads, and Carey will keep it. And that should be a face mask. They're not going to call it. Binion loses a yard, but I think a finger of Van Tassel got in the face mask, and they didn't call it. I think the officials are talking about it there. One of them saying they thought it was jersey. All right, so no flag, but if you're Dietrich, that's what you wanted, a loss on the play, as now the clock is ticking and we're under 4 minutes to go. So if Dietrich does get the ball back, it's going to be tough sledding, as they're going to have a long way to go and not a lot of time to do it. 2nd and 12 now for Carey. Binion looking back for the official signal on the time, and he snaps it, hands it off to Connor Simpson, and Simpson's going to be brought down for another loss. So 2 straight losses for Carey, and all of a sudden it's 3rd and about 15 for Carey. So Dietrich, when they needed to stop here, they're getting it. So 2 straight possessions for Dietrich ending in turnovers. The night that could have been for them as they had some costly turnovers. 2 interceptions and 2 fumbles for the Blue Devils. 4 turnovers overall. Only 1 on the side of the Panthers. So here we go, 3rd and 15. As the clock ticks, we are under 3 minutes now. Binion takes the shotgun snap as he rolls to his right. A lot of pressure, and he's going to get sacked. He's brought down at the 40-yard line, and Dietrich's going to get this ball back with probably about 2 minutes and 15 seconds left, as Carey is going to have to punt this one away, as this is 4th and 23, and timeout on the field. Dietrich's going to burn one. They have 1 more left, as they used 1 on the 2-point conversion. So when the defense needed to stop, Dietrich got it. 3 straight tackle for losses as Binion rolled to his left, couldn't find anybody, and a host of Blue Devils were back there to wrap him up on a big sack. That was the first sack we've seen of either team tonight. Great offensive line play by both teams and giving their quarterback time to do their thing. Great game here tonight. If you're Dietrich, you got to feel good about yourself heading into the playoffs, win or lose this game, knowing that even if you lose, you have 2 home games that you're going to get those first 2 rounds of the playoffs. And you know who they would meet in the semifinals if they win their first 2 games? You got it, Carey, most likely. Potentially. I don't want to say that. All right, here we go, 4th down. Camino back there to punt it away for Carey. Booted, and he kind of shanks it off to the left. Not a great kick, as this one goes out of bounds around the 36-yard line, and that's where Dietrich will take over. 64 yards to go, 2.5 minutes to do it. There is plenty of time on the clock. This is about where they were when they threw that interception. So kind of a restart button. They just lost 2 minutes off the clock. And we are down to crunch time here. An exciting finish from Carey. Andy, could you zoom out just a little bit? Yeah, right there. That's perfect. So 1st and 10, ball at the 36-yard line. Dietrich taking their time in that huddle in no rush. They want to get it right, cannot turn the ball over like they've done, and the rain must be gone because I can see the moon now, which is a welcome sight. Here we go. Snap to Power. Power going to keep it himself. He plows forward down to the 40-yard line. So he picks up about 4 yards. So the Carey defense admonishing everybody to make some noise over here on the sideline.
Could you move the camera to the right more and get that Dietrich? Yeah, there you go.
There's the snap. Power rolling right. He's going to throw deep. He's got a man wide open in the middle. Caught by Robertson. Robertson's going inside the 10. He's down right there at the 12-yard line. Robertson snuck away wide open. And just like that, we are at 1:55 to go. And Dietrich inside the red zone with a chance to potentially pull off the upset of the season at the 1A Division II level. Clock will run. Under 150 now. What a play. Power lines up under center. You got to think they're just saying, hold on to that ball. There's a snap. He'll roll left. He's got nothing going for him. He's going to run it. He'll throw it. Intercepted by Carey. Oh, my goodness. Connor Simpson with a huge interception at the 4-yard line. What an interception by Connor Simpson. And that should just about do it. I shouldn't say that. That ball is deep back there. You never know. Carey could potentially give up a safety. So it's not over yet if you're Dietrich. But my goodness, probably a throw that Cody Power would like to have back. That's one you probably just keep running on and maybe run out of bounds with, as he threw in a floater just in a ton of traffic. And what an interception. Connor Simpson. And We'll see if they try to take a knee here. I think that's what they're going to do. I think they can knee it out, as this will do it. What a play, as they'll snap it and take a knee, and that will do it. I don't think Dietrich has any timeouts left if they want to use them. Last week we did see a snap go over Binion's head out of the back of the end zone and gave Castleford a safety. So you got to think they're hedging against that, saying we don't want that to happen again, as we're at the 1:10 mark of this one. Clock running. So barring a crazy play, Carey is going to sneak away with a win here, and that sets up what we know will be first-round matchups. We will see Carey welcoming in the second seed from District 2, which will be Timberline from Weippe. We will see Dietrich as the 3 seed. They will welcome at Dietrich. They will play the winner of the the loser of the Horseshoe Bend Council game going on right now, and Castleford will finish second, and they will welcome Water Springs to Castleford next week. So what a game. That will do it, as the clock is under 20. Dietrich can't stop it, so Carey sneaks away with a 24-22 victory. But I tell you what, Dietrich, nothing to hang your head on. They played a great game, and they will be something to be reckoned with in the state playoffs next week. All that's left to do is award our IdahoSports.com player of the game. And tonight we're going to go with Chase Binion, the quarterback for Carey. He came up with the biggest play at the biggest time, a huge run for Carey that sealed this game, gave them the lead that they would not relinquish at the 5:24 mark of this fourth quarter. A 25-yard run for Chase Binion that came right after another run. He had 53 yards rushing on that final drive for the Panthers and sealed it away for them. So our IdahoSports.com player of the game, Chase Binion, the senior quarterback for Carey. So that'll do it for us here on Idaho Sports. This has been an Idaho Sports Game Streams production of Magic Valley Game Night, presented by Mountain West Bank. Other major sponsors that made coverage possible on IdahoSports.com include your local Toyota dealer, Toyota, Let's Go Places, Valley-wide Co-op and Country Stores, Project Filter, Stop Smoking, Start Living, as well as the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare. We'd like to thank all of our local advertisers tonight: Shaw Land and Livestock, Robertson Farms, Wood River Welding, Valley Tile and Floor, Dusty's Electric, Snow Bunny Drive-In, M&J Motors, and Blaine County Chiropractic. Congratulations again to Chase Binion, our IdahoSports.com player of the game. Thanks for joining us as Carey sneaks away and wins the District 4 championship tonight, 24-22 over Carey. For my camera operator outside in the cold and rain tonight, Andy Simpson, thanks for everything you did, and everyone else behind the scenes here at IdahoSports.com. I'm Logan Green, and we will see you next week.
This has been a presentation of IdahoSports.com Game Streams. This broadcast is copyrighted to IdahoSports.com. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express